Hey y'all, this is India. Come spend a day with us in the kitchen while I do some lasagna and spaghetti. So today is my mother's birthday. She is resting in heaven, and I'm really trying to push myself to, do what I know she will want me to be doing. So yeah, I say, well, let me record myself in the kitchen using the recipe that she gave. Yes, we put sour cream in our lasagna, and I'll show y'all the steps on how I get some good old lasagna, y'all. I have also recorded the full video on YouTube years ago that has went viral on our channel, the Coleman Crew Family. I need to get back into the groove of actually recording so I can do longer videos there as well. I don't know if y'all can feel my energy. It is kind of low right now, and I do apologize, but I'm gonna keep pushing, y'all. So I used to do all name brand cheeses, y'all, but baby, when you ain't got no more food stamps, when we do not no longer qualify for food stamps, I hear the word elevation. Yeah, God had to take that away from us, y'all. So yeah, those are some store brand HEB cheeses. Whatever cheese you like, mix it in a bowl. Add a little parsley in with it, so it'll be easier for me to just grab out of that one bowl instead of trying to pick up a cheese, sprinkle a cheese as well as the parsley. So I mix up all the cheeses, and I think I had Colby and Jack Sharp and mild, a mixture of all of them. So before we get started, make sure y'all browning y'all ground beef to y'all liking. Seasoning, we use our Tasty Touch seasoning, the seasoning that was once on Amazon of ours. I was shipping it out personally as well when I had orders and things like that, but I kind of took it off the website and focus on other things of that nature. But this is what I start off with. If you do not add sugar to your sauce, your red sauce, I don't know what to tell y'all. I use traditional and 4 cheese hunts, but you could use whatever. But yeah, I also like to cut down my noodles, my lasagna noodles. I don't like for them to overlap, if that makes sense, like be too much for the pan, unless it was a longer aluminum pan or my longer pans. But I know that everybody is gonna pretty much eat the spaghetti as well. Before we layer the noodles, I always like to layer the bottom of the pan or whatever I'm using, so that way it doesn't get stick to the bottom. So this is me just layering the meat, the cheese, as well as the noodle. After I sprinkle the cheese for this layer, I add just a plain noodle. And then what you're about to then see me do is spread the sour cream. This is what my mama used to always do, y'all. And family members would be like, what you got in your lasagna? Some people use cottage cheese. I never used cottage cheese before. So yeah, I'm about to find me something to spread the sour cream. And this is what really just make your lasagna pop, y'all. I can't use no tangy tomato or red sauce, whatever for any spaghetti, any red sauces, any barbecue sauces. We always add some sugar. I ain't saying it's enough to get you with having diabetes, but when it's enough, as well as the sour cream. So as you can see me gently spreading the sour cream, making it all pretty. So that way, once I finish spreading that, I will get another noodle. Some people don't like a lot of noodles. I know for sure my husband, he don't like a lot of noodles with his, but this is the way my mama taught me how to do it, and I just like this way better. I don't like a lot of meat, if that makes sense. So I'm cutting down my noodles. Normally I have some little kitchen scissors or something, or I break them before I boil them. But y'all, I'm just really going with the flow because I'm managing 2 meals at the same time. I pretty much broke the noodles with my hand, so it's not as neat as I would want them to be. So I don't know where. I think I went to wash my hands. Yeah, I went to wash my hands. I'm grabbing me a towel now. So I'm getting back to the pot. As you can see now, I'm flipping the camera over to show y'all what it's looking like. That's with just the sour cream in the middle. I'm now about to go back over it with some spaghetti sauce. Again, I used our Tasty Touch seasoning. Just Google it and you'll see what comes up when you find us on Google. Tasty Touch seasoning. I added some sugar and we call it the stanky cheese, some Parmesan cheese as well. And I'm just spreading that around. I'm about to get some cheese, and I'm also listening to Pastor Lindoria Watts, my motivational message for today, because it do be hard when you lose a loved one, a parent. I lost my mama at a funeral singing in the choir almost 13 years ago, y'all. So our village is not, as strong as we would like it to be when it comes down to us raising our own kids and just having a village or that support system or just someone to lean and fall back on that's very genuine. Somebody that's not throwing up anything in your face or just feeling like they're using and abusing you, So, yeah, that's why I push for it every day, because no matter who you have or who you don't have, you know what you create and the things that you have to do to make it better for them, right? So I'm almost down to the last of that last layer. So I'm putting out the spaghetti. I say spaghetti sauce, lasagna sauce, whichever one, because it's still the same mixture that I use. I'm layering it on the lasagna. I don't like a lot of the sauce itself to be on top of each layer, because once it start baking in the oven, it'll look like saucy, like loose, watery, or whatever you want to call it. That's why I got this spoon to kind of train it. So sounding like I'm sounding right now, but I know once I finish this voiceover, y'all, I'm about to go reset in this tub and rejuvenate, and I'll be a lot better mentally wise. But yeah, I'm sprinkling the last layer of the cheese as well. I already have the oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna let that sit in the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes, not too long. I don't like for it to get all brown on the top. I'm adding just a little more cheese, and I'm gonna let that go in the oven. And then I'm gonna focus on that lasagna. The spaghetti sauce. Once I put the lasagna in the oven, I got the kitchen going for us, the dishes. My husband came in there and asked, did I need help? I was like, no, I got it. He normally be the one that really be in the kitchen cooking, but I said I'll do it today. So yeah, y'all see me tasting that spaghetti sauce. I told y'all I added a little sugar. Probably not a little sugar. I added enough of sugar. I realized I didn't have no garlic salt or garlic seasoning or garlic powder. That's what I'm trying to say. But I just did some melted butter and some parsley to make some homemade garlic bread. Y'all, I'm so used to making it now, being that we don't get food stamps anymore, to where I used to stock up on our groceries and all that, y'all. Cabinets and stuff used to be sitting pretty. Deep freezers, both of them. God gonna bless us. He gonna bless us. So now, baby, you see me making the homemade stuff. I'm checking on that the lasagna. The kids, the young ones are ready to eat. I'm flipping over to make sure that I ain't overcooked the buttery toast. So yeah, also rotating that sauce into a container. I'm more so the type that like to clean as I go. Ain't no sense of letting dishes pile up to make the kids wash them or whoever. Yeah, I cook and wipe down as I go, so it could be easier to clean. Most of the older ones are still upstairs, so yeah, I'm focusing on that, y'all. They'll have some watermelon later. We'll sing happy birthday, and I will do me some journaling to focus on some creativity, some content to be able to push out. Make sure y'all following us as well, y'all. Stay tuned for more. I love y'all. Make sure y'all support.